It is so important to rest and take breaks. Even if you're working towards something and you're really excited about it, you gotta take time to rest and refill your own cup. And like for me, I woke up with a cold this morning, and it's all right, but gotta rest, gotta have fluids, gotta take a nap. And I didn't go to the gym today. That's okay. It's important to rest. And something that I've been working on is like just finding balance within like trying to go too hard and like burning out or not doing enough, and then just trying to find a balance. And if you're struggling with that, just remember that rest is part of the process. It's not external to the process. And if you're starting something new, or you're working towards a new goal, or working towards an old goal that you found new passion for, however it is, if you're realigning or recommitting to something, or you're starting out doing something, take your rest day. It's important. Don't go hard in the paint every day. At some point you will burn out, and that's okay. But just try to mediate that, try to get ahead of it, and have your green juice, have your tea, have your big bottle of water, have your nap. Like, we're all just babies basically trying to get through the day. And sometimes it can feel like that. Sometimes, at least for me, it feels like, okay. Like when I was really depressed, I thought of myself as a plant. And like the plant needs water and sunshine and stuff. Like when I couldn't really take care of myself, I thought of myself as a plant. And now I think of myself sometimes as like, what would I do if I was, it's so silly, but I say this. What would I do if I was a prize-winning horse? Like, I am going to win the Derby. I am a prize-winning horse. I have stopped, like, a lot of the bad habits I was doing, because a prize-winning horse wouldn't do that. That's for the horse who's not feeling good, sitting in the stable, doesn't get to go to the Derby in the first place, let alone try to win the Derby. If you're understanding what I'm saying, it's just, honor yourself like something that is valuable. Honor yourself not just like, oh, I'm a person, da-da-da. You are a prize-winning horse, baby. You are going to win the Derby. You are, I don't know. It's a metaphor that works for me, and it helps me recognize sometimes you cannot, like you can't whip a horse into winning a race. So you have to take your breaks. You have to. You owe it to yourself, especially if you're doing new things, hard things, old things that are new again, I mean, I feel like I'm talking to a lot of people here who maybe are creative and have stepped away from it, creative and recommitting to it. Or maybe you're starting a new fitness habit, maybe you're starting a new job, maybe you're working on, if you've got a new project that maybe you're doing more in your day-to-day than you were before. Rest is good, and it, like I said, it's part of the process, not outside the process. So just remember, rest, you, rest. Okay, because it's gonna help you re-tackle and reaffirm what you're really going for when you take that time and you pause and you reflect. It does not mean you're giving up, it means you're resting. You're coming back to it. So it's just a matter of learning different ways you can show up for yourself, and sometimes that looks like doing plank jacks at the gym, and sometimes it looks like sleeping late and like, I don't know. For the first time in a long time today, I slept through my alarm. Like, my phone died, I didn't even plug it in, and I woke up sick. And I was really frustrated, and I was like, I'm still gonna go to the gym, I don't wanna break my streak, I'm still gonna go. And then I stood up and was like, nope, it's not happening. And so I just wanna, if what's on my heart right now is take your break, take it. Courtney, take your break, okay? It's like, it's important. Get the idea out of your head that it makes you fall behind to take a break or to rest. And I don't mean use it, I don't mean to use it as an excuse to stop pursuing the thing. I just mean recognize that it's a wheel, and like, excuse me, I'm sick, I'm sorry. It's a wheel, and part of the process is the rest. It's like, it's got phases like the moon. The creative process has phases like the moon. And even stuff like your exercise has phases like the moon. Like, there are days you do arms, there are days you do legs, there are days you rest. And if you are really excited about what you're working on, it can be a little challenging to not beat yourself up when the rest comes for you, because if you don't take your break will take you. Is something that I know very well, because I do have a tendency to go hard and burn out, but I'm autistic, so what can you do? It's part of my rhythm, or has been, and I'm really trying to get better at honoring the rest, honoring that I need it, honoring that it's part of the process, honoring that I cannot just do and execute. Like, we don't live in a vacuum, and it's important to pause and rest. Like, you might need to hear this today. Like, literally, pump the brakes. Pump the brakes. It's okay. It does not mean that you're giving up on anything. It means that you're honoring the cyclical nature of what you're doing and the iterative process of what you're doing. And part of that is recovery. And it's not just rest, it's recovery. Especially if you're doing maybe a lot of inner work, or if you're, working on things, maybe you're in therapy and you're doing your therapy worksheets or whatever it is, right? If you're doing hard things, whether it's learning a new skill, starting a new job, getting a new creative project, whatever, breaks are going to save you. They're going to keep you on task. They're going to keep you on target. They're going to bring you back with the fire the next day. I know I'm going to feel better tomorrow. Well, I don't know anything, but I have a feeling, a strong feeling, that I will wake up tomorrow glad that I took today off. And I didn't really want to. Like, I really didn't. I wanted to just do what I have been doing. And the world was like, no ma'am, it is nap time. It is nap time. And I had to just be like, okay, it's nap time, because there was no way I could. I pushed through till around 3 o'clock, and then I was just, it was not gonna happen. So this is just coming on here to say, get ahead of it. Otherwise you will get sick and regret that you didn't rest more. Like micro rest. That's something that I'm actually gonna work on, is micro rest. Incorporating things that help me rest but still stay on target, because I have a tendency to go 0 or 100, where I'm like doing nothing or doing everything. And something that I'm going to try to work on, I'll let you know how it's going when I've done it a little longer. Just incorporating small, restful, rejuvenating, resetting, whatever it is, activities into my day-to-day, and not just going through routine. Like, I might color in a coloring book tonight. Like, I don't know, it feels like I might even just go to bed again. I might just go to bed again, because that's kind of what my body feels like it needs to do. It's like, put on The Simpsons, turn off the lights. I'm like, okay, I hear you. So rail against the tendency in yourself to try to be productive all the time. Because if you, like me, you go from 0 to 100, at a certain point, you're gonna run out of gas. And it's okay if, like, I have a cold, like, it's all right, but I never get sick, and I know it's because I was just doing too much and probably not sleeping enough. So I'm just, I'm not beating myself up, just gonna try to honor what I need, and what I need right now is some more rest. So I'm gonna go drink a green juice and maybe even some more water, and I'm gonna put on season 8 or whatever of The Simpsons, and I'm gonna go back to bed. I just wanted to come on here and say, rest is good. Rest is good, and you probably need some. So, love ya. That's all. Okay. Goodbye.